Hello, Positive Filter listeners and viewers. It's Fuller Wilkerson coming to you live from Deep Creek on vacation. And so, I usually get these ideas and I kind of want to go live before I forget them. And so, the one that's called is asking for feedback. So, if you weren't aware, if you've been a listener or follower of the podcast, last week I gave some updates where I've been working on a audience survey, and I wanted to know, what the listeners like, who they are, a little bit about them. But before I made that survey, I did two things. One, I reached out to some of my closest friends and family members and asked them for feedback. So I sent them a draft of my form to solicit feedback. And then two, then I piloted it with them and told them to fill it out. And the reason why I did that is because one thing I've noticed is that when you're open to feedback and can take it or accept it, usually people give you really good advice. So, there were some things on there, some words. I learned a new term, Latine rather than Latinx. Thank you, Vanessa. And so while getting this process being open, people were saying, why did you ask this question? What was the point of the survey? And that allowed me to understand, like, okay, what was the point? I had to explain it. If I couldn't articulate it to someone else, then maybe it wasn't a good idea to have a survey. Also, maybe the questions, was it getting the information I needed? And so right now I'm doing a little bit of analysis. I'm such a Google Forms nerd. I love to learn and figure out some new things. And so that's what I is. So if you're a listener of the podcast, I'm going to put the form link in the chat right now. And then I'll also put it in the show notes for those that are following along, as well as I'm going to also put my new newsletter in the newsletter sign up form in the chat as well. So that if you're interested, you can follow that and follow along with that and sign up for my weekly newsletter, which which I've already started, but I'm going to be more consistent with in the upcoming weeks. So, be on the lookout. Just think of that as advice. Be open to feedback. Be open to criticism. Also be discerning. I didn't reach out to everyone in their mama before this. I reached out to people I really trust and value their opinion, and that's good. I'm enjoying this summer, enjoying this time at the lake. Be back next week to hit the grind of real life, but just really enjoying this time with family and friends or family. And I'll check you out later. Peace.